This podcast is the Fly on the Wall series, episode 4, and it is February 26, 2025. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, number one, we are trying to hire for. We have Antonio here as well. We are trying to hire for a social media person, simply to help out with the amount of Google profile postings that we do, and what is numbers? How many Google profiles? Man, how many different Google profiles do we post on, do you think?
I would say north of 60.
So,
Definitely.
so we post, I guess, twice a month on all of them, and then some get weekly.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's a lot in the sense of it's like volume, but it's not. They're not hard to make.
Yeah.
And we got software to schedule it out. So normally, what we've been doing is on the billing date we schedule out the next 30 days, and then every billing date we update that, which might change when we hire somebody. In addition to that, we have the social media scheduling, which is a little bit more work because we do 3 posts a week, Facebook and Instagram, and we currently, for some clients, they provide pictures, for others we don't. If we had a social media person, they could reach out, ask for things, use Canva, create like different types of styles or whatever, and
Where did you get the 3 times a week posting?
I just made it up.
You just made it up?
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Which is good value, I think.
I think it is too.
All right, we already have our first TikTok question. We're going to go ahead and jump right into that. But that's what we're hiring for, if anybody knows everything. Adrian Gasca, what do you think the biggest misconception when people first reaching out to marketing agencies? Go ahead, listen to it.
The biggest misconception when reaching out. So people's, I would say that maybe some people expect immediate results. Is that along the lines of the question?
I don't know. I think it's open-ended.
I think it's open-ended. And how fast we deliver. Some people are quick to blame an agency versus the area that they're in, servicing them because the competition of the said business, if it's like a roofing business I'll use our city, Houston. I mean, Houston's pretty big. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of roofing companies. Like, obviously, stuff is going to cost more to get more views on Google Ads
And things of that nature. Yeah, so it's all contextual too. Like, some people who use an agency and get quote unquote burned, they'll come and be like, well, I don't want to use an agency again, but I don't know how to do it because my last company burned me. Sometimes they actually did get burned. Like, they trusted them too much and they kind of just wasted their money. Sometimes it's the client burning themselves, like saying, hey, I want this, this, and that, but I want it done my way. And they're very restrictive and it doesn't work. So misconceptions are just like, I think it's contextual. But what's really important, which I think I might be bad at now that I think about, is just explaining your process and your pricing. So what is it that our agency does? I don't want to say what makes us different. I want to say like what we do. I don't know what the hell other people do. I don't know if I'm different from them or the same from them. I can't account for that. I can just tell you how much we charge, what our process is, what our pricing is, and share some examples of people that have used our services. Let's go ahead and keep going with the question. So Chad Martinez, is that my buddy Miguel in the background? I don't think so. Adrian Gasca, yes. Hello there. Hey, are you guys looking for anyone to hire for pretty much any role you would want to save time on? The answer is yes. Your ticket in the hat is not very good because you're basically saying, hey, if you have anything that you need help with, I will do it at any time, at any price. So like, it's kind of hard to match you now. So we're hiring for like social media / Google profile stuff. And if you're like, hey, I've managed a couple of social media accounts and I have, years of experience, or even if you don't, like if you just kind of like make it match, there would be more interest. And then your name is Hello There. So it's like, are you a person? Like, who are you? Mr. Cruz, what's your business? Go ahead.
We are a digital marketing agency that helps primarily local service-based businesses with their marketing, with their Google Ads management, website, local SEO.
There you go.
With all that stuff in there, including the Google Business Profile Management, optimization, social media management.
What do you think our core value is.
Our core value is, I would have to say, it's the Google Ads aspect of our business. I feel like that brings in the more clients because I guess they see physical dollar bills from that if performing well. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's easier to measure. I spent whatever $1,500. I got $5,000 back
versus a local SEO.
Or even like, I was never getting leads from the internet. Now I'm getting leads from the internet. Like that's also a good like way of looking at it. Local SEO works, but the amount of patience it's take is kind of hard because we don't even actually offer it by itself for that reason. Like we're just looping in with everything else because
best practices.
It's best practices, but at some point it's gonna break, or we need to hire more people. But I don't know. Alexis, sign me up. I got you.
Poodle LAFC.
Go Dynamo. I think they're coming to play actually. All right, let's continue here. So re-rolling. So this, I think. What are we? We're 4 people, 5 people, 4 people, and so what? So Caesar Gill, aka me, I'm in charge mainly of like marketing the business and like sales and account management. I would say that's my core stuff.
And client communication.
Yeah, account management.
Account management. Yeah.
Right, front end account management. Yeah. Then Antonio's the project manager, and he manages every project. So web design, I guess I do onboarding as well. Web design, project, web coordination, social media management, Google profile management, local SEO, and client communication. So he's like maxed out. We just hired somebody. I'm just gonna say her name. Her name is Alyssa. She comes with SEO experience, and we just sent her everything. We just took off what? How many tests did you have, or how many clients?
It was at least 6 to 7 that she had given me that accumulated over like 1,000 tasks.
Yeah, so it was 6, 7 clients, but then yesterday we didn't realize we didn't assign 18 clients to her. So she went from having like 30 to 35 clients to having like 50, which is unmanageable. So like I told her like, dude, it's not manageable. Just like, well, it is manageable, but like, I don't know. We're actually gonna find out because we have a process and we set it up, or we're setting it up. So we're seeing how well that's gonna go. Because now Antonio's gonna be more like custom SEO, like, hey, we need help here, we need help there. And Alyssa's doing more the monthly ongoing for every single client. I had a really good point that I wanted to make. I don't remember what it was.
In regards to?
I was gonna say that I don't know. And then we have a Google Ads manager, and then we have a web designer. So trying to make roles fit is what we did this morning. I think it feels like we made some breathing room.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about our new hire, which I do like tryouts. Like, all right, let's work a week and let's see how that goes. All right, looks good. Let's work another week, and then we just add more and more, and eventually they become employees. But once we sent yesterday, did I say this? No. Once I sent yesterday, like the 18 clients plus the 6 clients he sent today. She reached out to me and she's like, "Hey, super. Buddy, I love the team. I love working with you guys. I really want to like have a future here, but for my own knowledge, like, is this gonna be a?" And this was she was still part time, like 30 hours, 32 or something like that. She's like, "Hey, first of all, it's a lot of work. I think this is a good time to go full time, and also like, is this gonna go anywhere? Like, her job is not secured. Like, we're still in this trial type period." And I was like, "Nice." She went for the kill, and the time needs to be there. So like, we want the work done. We need to make sure she gets paid. And see, look, I'm getting a text. Any luck with anything? Absolutely. What am I supposed to do with that? Any luck with anything?
Jesus.
That's like the guy that said.
Say, yeah, we got your Google profile up and running.
No, he wants like a whole SEO strategy, but like I haven't even sent the task. So that's probably a task I can send to you. Or, listen, I don't know. We're maxed out. It makes it hard here to do that. What was it about?
You were talking about her approaching you.
Oh yeah. She asked for like, hey, I need help. I need to go full time for this. Am I getting it or not? And I was like, yes. So that's just fun. Let's see. Joe Rivera, how did you accomplish your podcast to come up as #1 search resource on Google? So I would argue that the more abstract the keyword, the easier it is to rank for. There's not that many things that are the local service podcast. Like, I mean, we did our part. We built a website. We actually have content on there. We have some social media. We have things that link to it. So, like, there's not that many other words that are local service podcast. Whereas if you look up marketing agency Houston, we're not going to appear for that unless you're like down the street. So that's why whenever someone creates a new business, like I say, don't use like super regular terms. Like don't call yourself like Houston Blinds Company or Houston Plumbing. Because then every time someone looks up Houston Plumbing, they're going to get other Houston Plumbing, not your business. Call it like Diesel Plumbing in dieselplumbing.com. Like make it abstract enough so that the brand name itself is a differentiator. Alexis, you guys only hiring local? No, we hire remote. We got people in. Go ahead.
In Florida and in Ohio and in Illinois.
Yeah, I keep saying Chicago, but it's not that far from Chicago. What's up, Clayton? How we doing? Any other questions? We are taking questions. We're on live a podcast. Somebody asked, this is not a live podcast. I post it afterwards. I do appreciate you going and Googling it and finding it. That's tight. It is tight. All right. So this guy is trying to create some kind of tent promotion thing. Something.
Well, it's just like I'm a part of a cook-off team for the Houston Rodeo World Championship cook-off. And we actually won Grand Champion overall last year, which is extremely hard. You have to place top 10 in every single category. Which was ribs, chicken, brisket, and a dessert, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we've got Grand Champion overall. But our issue is that the owner of the tent, he partnered up with somebody, and they're kind of like trying to micromanage us because they just see us as a dollar figure. Like they just want to make money, drain our tent for money. So I told the owner, I was like, dude, this has got to be last year. So what that entails is trying to find sponsors to sponsor our tent, so we do not have to rely on anybody to help us covering costs to make the grandest party happen once a year.
So y'all would like not. So who has like the right? Like who controls the actual space? Y'all or them?
Us.
Oh, okay. So you only partner with them because they pay you.
They provide us with, for an example, they provide us with liquor. They provide us with food. But that's just like in a sense of the owner being not on top of it. Like we can do that. We can mass cook briskets.
So you have zero.
We have one sponsor,
and that's them.
No. Oh wow, nice. We have one sponsor that covers 30. You need sponsors per night. So we have one sponsor that covers Thursday night. So they bought out everything. Like I think it was over $30,000 that they bought. They basically rented out our tent for their whatever they want to do with those tickets. They can do with them. So that goes with any sponsor for Friday and Saturday. So it's because it's a 3-day event. So our goal is to find sponsors for Friday and Saturday.
How would you go about getting sponsors?
Finding out some type of business plan, but not for a business. Bounce ideas off my wife. Approaching a bar. Hey, bar, would you be interested in sponsoring us with like liquor or what have you? You know, like what can they offer? But I also know that entails money. Like what do they get out of it? Which I don't know. I got to figure it out. This is like the first year that I feel like I have a say so, and like I just have to do my own research in a sense.
Have you done ChatGPT research?
Yes, I have. It says to basically draft up an email and just fucking cold call, mass email, and just find businesses and just email them and just, hey, this is what we have. But the thing is we had no credibility. Nobody had social media. They have no social media, so I started social media accounts and posted on there kind of regularly this past month because there was nothing there. what's Caesar? Hey, do you want to sponsor? Sure. Let me check out what you got. And there's nothing there. All right. Is this a scam? You know? So it's just all part of. I mean, I guess essentially it is a business. So
dude, events are terrible. Like they're extremely
event planning
difficult.
is insane. So
yeah, you take the whole year to plan for that one day. Or
so like immediately, I was telling them like we just need to start a month or two right after the cook-off and just let's get a list of who we want to send emails to or contact about sponsoring.
Even collecting emails.
Yeah, so I mean, it's tough, but I mean it's a whole other job in itself. So
yeah, I would say like this is my take on it. Like,
hey man,
of course the thing that matters is like, well, how much does it cost to operate the thing? Like, if you want the space and you need sponsors, how many sponsors? Not even. How much money do you need in order to make it work?
He said, I think $30K per night, which accumulates to $90,000. So no, I would just round up $100,000 would cover everything for the 3 days.
And what is that? Like, what is that? Like
food, alcohol, and just the DJ, the floor, table rentals, the portable bar rentals, just everything. I mean, everything costs money to rent because we don't own anything.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then you can just do the math. So if it's $100,000 divided by 3 nights, I mean that's obviously 33,000, and then you could just, I would think you can make like packages. Like package 1, you get this. Package 2, you get that. Package 3, you get that. Mm-hmm. Which one would be the rock star shit? Like it includes. I mean,
and that's the thing because the team that's helping us, they have a VIP section, so it's like cut in half. But dude, that tent is okay. So, chat, would you pay? I think they were charging $180 to $150 for a ticket for one night, but it gets so packed that it takes you like 15 to 20 minutes to get a drink. There's nowhere for you to stand because I said this team just sees dollar signs in people. They don't care about the experience. If you're literally like this. Like the only reason why I can go in there and get a bar is because I know somebody and they walk me to the back so I can get a drink. Other than that, you're just there like you're in a club, like just jam packed like this. And it's like, dang, is that really worth my money to be there for this? Like, no, it's not. Like, I would not want to pay that and be that miserable. And it's hot because all the it's packed, like over capacity.
And this is the Houston rodeo, so like you have to pay to even get in. So if the ticket's $180, you're right.
You're and you had to pay like a $10-$15.
I think it's
$15 entry fee to get in there.
And then that's not including if you pay for parking or if you Uber there.
Correct.
So it becomes a super pretty like.
It's just like
you can do a lot of things for $200.
Yeah, for sure. And stand in line or be in a jam-packed tent like that, I mean, call me crazy, but I'll go somewhere else where there's less people. Same thing. Unlimited food and unlimited drinks.
And it's probably like...
It's fraction of the price.
And the problem too is like, if you miss on an event, like let's say you commit to it and they're like, okay, well it'll be $90,000 to make this run. And you don't get the $90,000, like someone has to pay that.
Yeah, so that's the owner. So as I said, the past couple of years, he's been forking up a little bit out of his own pocket. But I mean, you're the owner. You own the thing. Like you're in charge.
And then imagine.
So last year, that team that helps us, they won't admit it, but they gypped us. Like they said that they sold X amount for Friday night, and they didn't sell anything. So our tent was empty because we relied on them 100% solely for those ticket sales, and it was dead. We had to like let people in so we can get content or just to make it seem like it's popping. And then they're like, well, we lost money and blah 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 blah. And I was like, last year I didn't really have too much knowledge in what was going on, but now that I know, they did that on purpose. There's no way that they convinced me that they did not do that on purpose.
Yeah, so that's tough. But that's the event business. In a way, planning. There's events that are like, oh, it's every weekend. And then there's events like once a year, which is pretty hard.
Yeah, help with SEO.
All right, let's go back into the chat here. Why do people say, is that Anthony? Who's Anthony?
Well, that's what my family calls me.
Oh, maybe that's your freaking family. Weddle, y'all help with SEO? I don't know if you're in here. Yes, we do. We help with local search engine optimization. So there's actually a really cool graph I found on LinkedIn about how many SEO versions there are. So there's local SEO, national SEO, international SEO, product SEO. So there's a lot. We specifically help with local SEO. Central Security. I might have to come to Houston for that.
Are you sure?
Oh, dude, it's Friday. Clayton, we got tickets. Well, he has tickets.
Hit me up.
How much is it?
One for 120. If you buy more than one, it's $100.
If you buy more than one, $100. So $200 gets you
$100
access, and then we can hang out. If anybody in the chat wants some rodeo cook-off,
we're grand champions, defending champions.
For this Friday, February 28th, leave something in the comment. Want to email a sponsor to my email?
I sure do. I will.
This guy got you. Question: how do you know if your SEO is bad? If you look something up, do you appear? As one way. Do you have a website, Wedo? If you share the link, I'll just look. But if I had to I don't know, how would you answer that?
How would you know if your SEO is bad? From my aspect, I would just, like he said, open up your website and just at a glance, just look at the website to see how many pages are on there. Do you have a page for each service that you offer? Is it optimized? Do you have service area pages for each area that you service? Are they optimized with the services that you offer?
How much content is on each page?
Google Map integration somewhere on the website, reviews integrated in somewhere on the website, just social media links, just pretty, in my opinion, now that I've been doing it, it's kind of basic stuff, but obviously if you don't know too much.
It's almost like it becomes basic as you do it. If you look at it just kind of in the beginning, you're like, dude, this is so much stuff. But then it becomes basic. I think like most things. Is that Anthony?
What's your name?
Dot. Oh, ignore that. That was an accident. Please don't join. Definitely need to prioritize the experience. We're barely catching up. Just Friday or Saturday also. It is Saturday also, but
we're sold out.
Saturday's sold out, so
it's gonna be a party.
I think he lives in Waco.
I know. I think we were on live with him last time.
Yeah, you should come Friday.
Yeah, man, just drop what you're doing and come Friday. Oh. He's like, I gotta work.
All right. Let's see here. Let's go back to our list of questions. 10 permission rodeo cook-off. All right. Social media not starting their stuff. I mean, kind of far. I'll talk to the wife. Nah, it's not like a 4-hour drive. You're good. I'm kidding. And I think you got kids, huh? You gonna bring? Can kids go?
Okay. It's 21 and up.
It's 21 and up.
I think the whole cook-off is, if I'm not mistaken, I've never seen a kid at the cook-off.
They probably shouldn't go though.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's unlimited. It's unlimited food and drinks from 5 to 11. So that's 6 hours divided by $100. Call me crazy. You go to a bar for 6 hours, you're spending way more than $100. My opinion. And you don't get food.
Social media not starting their stuff. So we had a customer that they've been on and off with their social media. We posted one post and they weren't upset. They're just like, this is not what I was looking for. And it's the same old story with like perfection. What is it? Because they want it perfect, they never get started. And I mean, honestly, they could use the multi-dimensional approach. They're just really heavy on search right now. And they're like actually what would you call it? A visual type of business. So that is the thing. Golden DeMarco. LRHC is the ticker. Oh god, that's like
I don't know what that means.
I mean, crypto stuff. But yeah, that's kind of some fly on the wall stuff. Looking at the thing on the Asana task, we have this agency that I've used to work with, and now they know that I kind of have a decent Rolodex of potential marketing / web design people. So they'll often ask me like, hey, Caesar, do you know any, they just asked me, do you know anybody who does Google ads? And I was like, I mean, I do, but like in what regard? Like full-time, in-house, remote, like an absolute baller version, or like just someone trying to get started with it? And I actually did have somebody in the Rolodex. They hired 2 employees from my stuff, from my like just my network, and they've worked out well so far. So like, In a way, it's cool. In a way, it's like just adding more work to my life. Like, okay, I get it. I'm happy to refer, but now I'm like a damn recruitment company, and people have, which I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. And then I actually don't have to go do it. Like I'm over here, like literally looking to find the people in order to do something.
Researching, digging through the archives.
And I did find them. It took me like 10 minutes. Okay. Let's see. I think. Do you have any subjects you want to cover?
No, I think we got a pretty solid episode.
Yep, a short one today.
I got a lot of work to do.
Keep tuning in to the Local Service Podcast. This is the Fly on the Wall, episode 4. If you have any questions, or if you want marketing services, hit us up. Google Symphony Advertising, and we should appear. If we don't hire us. We have terrible brand SEO. Oh, brand SEO, that's another one. So appreciate it, and catch y'all on the next one.